I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's a site with curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read. That's going to help you find work more quickly. Now, I wanted to talk with you today about one of those things recruiters do better than you. I think there are a lot of things, but there's a price to pay in order to use a recruiter. I'm not going to go through that right now. Most of you have complaints about your experiences with search firms. I don't need to reinforce that. But I think it's useful to remind you from time to time of some of the things that recruiters do better. And this is one. And it stems from something that happened with someone I did interview coaching with. They were up for a position with a firm, did very well in her first interview. They immediately invited her back for a second interview. She was thrilled, called me, messaged me, to let me know that she had done well. I prepped her for the second interview. She felt it had gone well. I hadn't heard from her for a while. So I sent her an email. Have you been scheduled back? And she said, crickets, which I interpreted as being there's been absolute silence since the last interview. She hasn't heard anything. And then she continued by saying, I emailed HR, nothing back. And she was starting to get, depressed. And I said, message the hiring manager. Indicate, I'm not trying to be a pest, but I was curious if there were any plans to bring me back. I know you're busy, but can you give me a sense of what was going on? And within 5 minutes, she emailed back to me saying, she forwarded the message that basically indicated, I'm sorry, this is supposed to have been done a while ago, and I'll get it squared away. You'll hear from the scheduling person to get this scheduled. This brings me to the point of one of the things recruiters know better. And, to me, one of the most important things that they know better is timing. The timing to reach out and who to reach out to in terms of follow-up. Most of you wait for the call. Most of you are sitting on pins and needles until this, as is the case here. I happened to reach out and suggested she contact the hiring manager. And then there was the almost immediate response of, you should have heard a while ago. Let me follow up. You'll hear from the scheduler. Well, recruiters know, and they have a sense of timing. Even the most junior recruiter, the one that you don't really care for because you think they're mindless idiots, well, they've got a senior person behind them who's got that answer, and they have this sense of timing. So one thing that recruiters know better, clearly have a better touch about, is when to follow up with the hiring manager for feedback and next steps. Most of the time you're waiting by the phone like a date waiting for a call from someone for that next date. And you can wait for a long time, as some of you know, but here recruiters will follow up. They're not going to be obnoxious. They're not going to pester the hiring manager because they don't want to lose the client. What they want to do is just get feedback because if they take you further down the road, maybe you get hired, they earn a fee. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you're interested in my coaching you on interviewing, if you want to ask me some questions, if you want to my help with a salary negotiation, go to my website, thebiggamehunter.us. Follow the tabs on the top, place an order, I'll be happy to help you. In addition, if you want the best of my information, because there's almost too much of it at thebiggamehunter.us, if you want the best of my information, solid advice, plus the ability to ask me questions for one very reasonable price, go to JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Have a great day. Take care.